Imagine holding a small seed in the palm of your hand. At first glance, it looks insignificant, fragile, lifeless, even powerless. But hidden inside that tiny shell is the potential to become a towering tree, a blossoming flower, or a field of nourishing crops. Yet here's the paradox. Before the seed can fulfill its destiny, it must first break. That breaking is painful. It is a process of death and transformation. The hard outer shell cracks, the seed surrenders its old form, and in doing so, something greater is born. This is the law of the seed. It is a universal principle that governs not only nature, but also your life. Every dream you hold, every version of yourself that you want to become, and every breakthrough you're waiting for requires a breaking, a shedding of the old, so that the new can emerge. But here's the challenge. Most people resist the breaking. We fear it. We cling to comfort, routine, and safety, even when deep down we know that growth lies on the other side of discomfort. Today, we are going to explore the law of the seed in depth. We'll see how ancient wisdom, psychology, spirituality, and even science all point toward this one truth. To grow, you must break. And by the end, you will not only understand this law, you will know how to apply it to your life in practical, powerful ways. The seed as a universal metaphor. Throughout history, the seed has been one of humanity's most powerful symbols. Ancient cultures, scriptures, and philosophies all use the imagery of seeds to describe life, death, and transformation. In the Bible, Jesus told the parable, "Unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed, but if it dies, it produces many seeds." In Hinduism, the seed, or bija, is considered the essence of creation. Every mantra, every sound of power is called a bija mantra because it carries within it the seed of divine potential. In Taoism, the seed reflects Wu Wei, the effortless flow of nature. Just as a seed naturally breaks open and sprouts without force, so too does human life unfold when aligned with universal harmony. Even in modern science, the seed is a marvel. Within its compact shell is not just genetic material, but an entire blueprint for life, given the right conditions. Soil, water, light, warmth, the seed activates, transforms, and grows into something exponentially larger than itself. But let's pause here. What does this mean for you and me? It means that your soul, your mind, your destiny is like a seed. You already carry the blueprint of greatness within you. The dream is not something external you must chase. It's something internal, waiting to unfold. Yet here is the unavoidable truth, that potential cannot emerge unless you are willing to break your shell. The breaking process. Why it's necessary. Let's be honest, breaking is not comfortable. In fact, it often feels like failure, loss, or even death. Think about a seed underground. In the dark, in the dirt, under pressure, it must crack open. From the outside, this looks like destruction. The seed is no longer what it once was. But in reality, this breaking is the beginning of life. In psychology, this mirrors what Carl Jung called the dark night of the soul. It's the stage where the ego breaks down, where old identities and attachments dissolve, making way for rebirth. In personal growth, the breaking comes as a relationship ending that forces you to rediscover yourself, a job loss that pushes you to follow your true calling, a health crisis that wakes you up to take better care of your body, emotional pain that cracks open your heart to deeper compassion. Without these cracks, without this breaking, we would remain locked in our shells, safe but stagnant. Here's the paradox. The very experiences we resist are often the soil of our greatest growth. Just like the seed cannot choose to stay unbroken and still become a tree, you cannot cling to your old self and still step into your highest self. Breaking is not punishment, it is preparation. The science of breaking and growth. Now let's look at this from a scientific perspective. When a seed begins to germinate, the outer shell softens as it absorbs water. Internal enzymes activate, converting stored starches into energy. The seed literally uses its own stored resources to fuel its transformation. It doesn't wait for outside help. It burns what it already has inside. This mirrors how human beings grow. Neuroscience shows that times of struggle and challenge activate parts of the brain responsible for neuroplasticity, the ability to form new pathways. Essentially, hardship rewires your brain. Biologically, your muscles grow stronger only after microtears from resistance training. Bones strengthen under stress. The immune system sharpens when exposed to pathogens. Everywhere in nature, breaking precedes strengthening. This is the law of the seed. In action, growth demands pressure, resistance, and breaking. So when life feels heavy, when circumstances are pressing down, don't see it as destruction. See it as the soil and pressure necessary to awaken what's hidden within you. The spiritual dimension. On a spiritual level, the breaking process serves a higher purpose. It humbles us, detaches us, and opens us to divine guidance. In Kabbalah, the concept of Shevarat HaKalim, the breaking of the vessels, teaches that the universe itself was created through breaking so light could enter the world. In Buddhism, suffering is seen not as punishment, but as the very teacher that awakens compassion and wisdom. In Christianity, resurrection comes only after crucifixion. Every tradition, in its own language, reminds us that to ascend, we must first descend. To grow, we must first break. Your aura, your energy body, your soul, all expand when you pass through breaking moments consciously. Each trial removes a layer of illusion and reveals more of your authentic self. Think of the seed underground. It cannot see the sunlight, yet it trusts the process. In the same way, when you are in darkness, you are not abandoned. You are being prepared. How to live, the law of the seed. Now the question is, how do you actually apply this law in your life? Here are some steps. 1. Embrace breaking instead of resisting it. When challenges arise, instead of asking, why me, ask, what is this breaking preparing me for? 2. Reframe failure as fertile soil. Seeds rot before they sprout. Don't label an ending as failure. See it as compost, the very material feeding your next stage. 3. Use pressure as fuel. Just like seeds use stored energy, you already carry the resources for transformation. Pain becomes power when you channel it into growth. 4. Stay rooted in faith. The seed cannot see the tree within itself. Neither can you see the full picture of your destiny. Trust the process. 5. Daily seed practices. Meditation. Visualize yourself breaking free of old shells. Journaling. Write about moments where breaking led to growth. Physical training. Remind yourself that strength always comes after resistance. Service. Pour into others. Seeds multiply by giving. 6. Surround yourself with fertile soil. The seed needs the right environment. Choose relationships, spaces, and habits that nourish your growth instead of suffocating it. 7. Patient seeds don't sprout overnight. Growth takes time. Your job is to water the seed, not dig it up to check if it's growing. By embodying these principles, you move from resisting life's challenges to embracing them as stepping stones toward your highest potential. The Chinese bamboo takes 5 years underground before breaking the soil. But once it does, it grows 90 feet in just 6 weeks. The years of unseen breaking fuel exponential growth. These stories are not exceptions. They are the rule. Every great life requires a breaking season. The law of the seed is simple, but it is not easy. It tells us, you will not grow without breaking. Your breaking is not the end, but the beginning. The potential for greatness is already inside you. Your job is to surrender to the process, to trust the breaking, and to nurture the new growth that emerges. Remember, the seed doesn't break itself apart in vain. It breaks because within it lies a future far greater than its present. And so do you. So the next time you feel like life is breaking you, remember this truth. You are not breaking down. You are breaking open. You are not losing yourself. You are becoming yourself. Just like the seed, your destiny is already written inside you. The pressure, the darkness, the breaking, they are not obstacles. They are the very tools the universe uses to unlock your greatness. Water your seed with faith, protect it with patience, and trust that in due season you will rise, because that is the law of the seed.